Smash that like button for me. Sorry for the delayed news. I had to handle something, but T-Pain, his brother passed in February. I remember him revealing the hospital bills. Very sad his brother passed. But somebody disrespected him in his comments about, like, he didn't pay enough. He could have paid more to keep his brother alive. He responds to that. Then Bun B is forced to shoot a masked intruder during an attempt home invasion. We'll get into that. I don't think I have any pictures related to that on this. And then also, I'm going to add a credit video on how to fix your credit after this. And it won't be as detailed, and maybe you guys can give me advice on what more I can detail on fixing the credit. Okay, so let's get right into it. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button, smash that bell, smash that like button, and smash the bell for notifications, because if you don't get notified about the news. Okay, let's get right into it, and I appreciate you guys, and I hope your Wednesday is going amazing. Okay, let's get right into it. So, T-Pain, he said, "I'm grateful for where my hard work has gotten me. Being rich sucks, doesn't mean anything, but don't think money can fix all your problems. You know, don't just chase the money. You know, you gotta value family and friends and everything." And he's right about that. Well, his brother, I don't know what he passed away from, but he passed away. Oh yeah, T-Pain kind of gets into this. He paid his brother hospital bills up to like $2 million, right? Unfortunately, I guess his brother didn't have health insurance, you know, and that makes me rethink that maybe I should get health insurance now, you know, because you don't want to burden your family with these kind of bills, right? You could get sick, God forbid, right? So, what happened is his brother got out of jail. I'm not jail. What am I talking about? The hospital, and he smashed his head on the counter, and he said, "There's no amount of hospital bills I could have paid to keep my brother alive. If I could have paid to keep any one of my family members alive, they'd be alive." You know, he gets right into it here.
On the publicity, because if you start putting it out that you just giving niggas money, then everybody gonna start coming for it. So any charity thing I do or anything like that I do it under the radar. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no government involved. Look, what you need for that? Bam, here you go. I do that shit under the radar, bro. And you gonna never know when I'm moving. I don't need to let you know that I'm doing charitable shit. I don't need you to know that. I just do charitable shit because people need shit, and that's what I do. But the nigga goes on to say that I let my brother die because of his hospital bills. My brother just died February 5th, bro. And this man just told me I let my brother die because of the hospital bill. After I paid $2.2 million to the hospital. And he told me that if I would have paid more money, then my brother would still be alive. Money don't fix everything, bro. Under the radar, I just don't want to. You niggas is putting too much shit on money. You putting too much power into money. Why would you think that's possible? Nigga don't even know how my brother died. I paid $2.2 million. He got out of the hospital, was living his life. He had just got back to walking. He had went through therapy. He went through physical therapy, was walking on his own, doing his own thing. He was walking on his walker in my mama's house. He slipped up, his leg gave out, and he hit his head on the fucking kitchen counter, and his brain started bleeding, and he went brain dead, and then he died. How can money fix that, my nigga? How can you even say that my brother would have still been alive if I would have just gave up more money? Why do you think money can fix something like that? That's the craziest thing in the world. That's why I went, like, you know, on my tangent today, like, why would you think that if I just give more money, oh, you rich, I don't know what you worried about. Nigga, if fix it like that, all my family be alive. My grandmas, my great-grandma, nigga, everybody be alive. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? If I could just throw money at a health issue and it'd be fixed, nigga, everybody's alive. And we living forever. None of us gonna die. You can fix shit like that. All my family.
So he has a point, you know, it's like, why would somebody say that? Why would somebody say that, man? Like, that's crazy, you know? Like, yeah, if we could all live forever, we could live forever, but we can't. You know, I wish we could, you know? Like, you know, we just lost Nipsey. No amount of money could have brought Nipsey back, you know? It's sad, man, you know? It's sad people think like that. It's sad people act like that. Yeah, so, then Bun B, okay? Shouts out to T-Pain, you know, I know he's hurting, from that, so he shouldn't have to deal with all this. Shouts out to him, man. I hope he's doing okay. Bun B. Okay, so he had to shoot an armed robber in his Houston home. That sucks, man. Like, someone tried to break into his house and demand the keys from his wife and everything. He heard a commotion. He grabbed up his gun, went out there, shot a man inside the home who tried to make off with his rapper's luxury car. Rapper's wife's luxury car, sorry. And then it said around 5:45 last night, there was a knock at Bun B's door. His wife opened it thinking it was a delivery to find a masked man holding a gun on the other side. The intruder demanded valuables, and she offered up her Audi in the garage. He heard the commotion, grabbed a gun, ran away, leaving his gun. Oh, the guy ran away, leaving his gun behind, and then he showed up to a Houston hospital, and he was charged with 2 counts of aggravated robbery with a weapon and 1 count of burglary. Now, this is why you have a video doorbell. I hope Bun B invests in one. I'm glad nobody was hurt. You got to have cameras everywhere, and you got to, be able to monitor things. You can't just open the door, for anybody, especially, if you got, like, with my girlfriend, right? I secured the crap out of her house, okay? Cameras everywhere, everything. I said, you never open the door, and you communicate with them through the intercom, and you'd never open the door for anybody you don't know. Even the delivery guy, just have him leave it. You already paid for it. You don't have to accept it from him. Just don't put it in the box and walk away, and then you go out and grab it. It's not a big deal. So everyone be safe out there. That's my message. Okay, let's get to the credit stuff. Okay, let me get rid of this thing. Bear with me on this, okay? Because I didn't really update all the... I forgot to put the things in. But I'm going to just talk you through this. Now, I've never really done videos like this before, right? But I have cleaned my own credit. You can do it yourself, okay? Never accept someone to, like, pay for that, It's like, it's dumb. This is stuff you can do. This is all these people are going to do anyways, okay? So, here we go. Let me add this up here. So your credit, you got 3 credit agencies: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So if you owe a phone bill or something, it's going to get reported there. Here's one thing do not do, okay? Don't just pay it off, okay? Like, if you just pay off what you owe and it's already in collections, that gets funny. You got to try to work it out with, like, say it's with Sprint, right? Try to work it out with Sprint first. And if you do pay it off with collections, right, then you have to get a letter stating you're going to pay it off, and once they receive the money and have receipts for everything, that it will get removed from the credit immediately. Sometimes they don't remove it immediately, right? So where do you find out all this stuff? Well, you sign up for Credit Karma, which is free, creditkarma.com, www.creditkarma.com. That will give you your TransUnion and your Equifax reports, okay? You'll see your scores, then you'll go into accounts, and you'll see what you owe for each one. So like TransUnion, it'll have your positive stuff, and then it will say negative remarks, money you owe. You can dispute those. So with these 2 credit agencies, all of them actually, Experian is free too. Experian is the third one. There's Equifax, TransUnion, which you can kind of just get through for free from creditkarma.com. Then Experian, you can sign up for free, or I think for $1, and you can check what's going on there, right? Now, and I'm going to have to get into a detailed video on this, but this is just rough. Like, so you see with Equifax, which is in TransUnion, you see some negative remarks. You can go directly to transunion.com and dispute these things directly. There's a dispute page, or you can dispute it right on Credit Karma. It'll have a dispute button next to it. You dispute it, and you give a reason why it shouldn't be on your credit. Or if you paid it, say you paid it. It'll give you the options. Now, don't just do this once, okay? It's gonna tell you 30 days. They'll have an answer, right? Do it once a week. Dispute that. Call them. Do it relentlessly. Do not wait the 30 days, okay? This is how you get it removed. This is how I got it removed. Every day I was calling, disputing it every day. So there's just all these inquiries to dispute this thing, right? This one charge. It will come off. It'll come off. Do the same thing with Experian. You go to Experian.com, you see what's negative, you dispute it, right? Now, if you have credit cards, you don't want to use more. So say your limit is $10,000, right? You do not want to use over 25% of your credit card, which you can use, okay? Because once you start going over 25%, it starts working your credit score down, okay? You don't want to like show you're desperate for credit. So like never, and if you do, you should be using your credit cards like a debit card. So like you shouldn't be charging things to your credit card that you're not going to pay off immediately. Now sometimes I take advantage of a credit card where it's 15 months, no interest or anything. You know, they're not going to charge you anything for rolling you just got to pay your minimum balance every month. And, you know, you're going to stay in good standing. But, you know, sometimes I take advantage of that if I want to buy something and I don't want to pay it off right away. But, yeah, this is a bad habit to get into. And I kind of did in the beginning when I got my Chase card, you know. But really what you want to do, just start with just disputing the negative remarks. Just go in there today, dispute them all. Go to sign up for Credit Karma, dispute everything on TransUnion, dispute everything on Equifax, then go and sign in Experian, dispute them there, and then do that every day for the next 2 weeks, okay? And if it's small, if it's like a phone bill or like small or like a cell phone bill, just save up the money and just pay it off, you know, because those usually don't come off. Now, things after 4 or 5 years should start to fall off, like naturally. You just have to dispute them. You know, we all have certain things on there. I've gotten everything off of mine, thankfully. It took me a while, you know. And just a little additional advice, and I'll have to do another video on this. You guys write below what was useful, what do you want to see, you know, what are you confused about. I'm going to start adding this kind of stuff in the videos, and I'm going to do, the next video is going to have this advice in there too, and I'll probably say it differently. This is important stuff to know. And if you're going for a house, so say you're going for a house now, but you write off too much on your taxes or whatever, you need 2 years of healthy taxes. Now, if you go to nerdwallet.com, they have these calculators for like how much you got to make to afford a certain amount of house from a loan. Like what is a bank gonna loan you, right? First of all, they want to see a good healthy credit score. They're going to want to see your past 3 months of your bank statements, and then they're going to want to also see that you've been paying healthy amount of taxes. So if you're making say you're independent, say you're self-employed, right? Say you make $60,000 self-employed, but if you write off $30,000, which you're allowed to do because you're operating your own business, now it only looks like you make $30,000 a year. They're looking at that $30,000 and not the $60,000, just so you know. They haven't caught up with how people work now. So just if you're thinking about buying a house, write off less. You know, just take the hit. You know, pay a little more taxes. Okay. And also make sure you're not doing cash deposits in your bank account 2 to 3 months before you go in for a loan, because they're going to ask a lot of questions about cash. Even though people pay in cash, there's nothing wrong with cash. There's nothing bad with cash. The banks don't like cash. Okay, they hate it. So just make sure you go get a money order, put it in, or have someone wire you the money. That's the best way to do it. Just have all your money wired, or go through Square. Have people pay through Square. Yeah, you'll lose 2%, 2.5% on the money, but you know it's a flowing income that the bank can relate to. You're just really trying to do this because, you know, you just got to do everything that the bank wants. You know, like it doesn't really matter for your personal life, but when you need a loan, the bank has the power, right? They're taking a risk with you, you know, so you got to do everything how they want you to do it. But anyways, guys, I'll have more videos on this because I think this stuff is important. I had to learn all this stuff on my own, you know, and I made a lot of mistakes in my 20s, you know. Now that I'm in my mid 30s now, you know. My 20s ruined my chances for getting something in my early 30s. I had to wait till my mid 30s. I had to correct things and do things, and this is stuff I wish I knew. And I wish I know never to use my debit card and only use my credit cards, because I get 1.5% back. And then you're playing with the credit card company's money and not your own money. Because what if somebody steals your debit card and they steal your money? That's your money. If the credit card gets stolen, that's the credit card's money. It's their problem. So, think about it like that. I love you guys. Put some questions below, and I'll do different videos and stuff like this at the end. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And disclaimer, this is just my advice from my personal experience. Don't take, I'm a credit expert. I'm not, okay? This is not expert advice, and you still have to do your own due diligence and go seek a financial advisor that's credited in this. I'm just giving you my personal experience doing this. Always do your own homework as well. All right? Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Peace.